Okay, Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. Today is the day that Milton is supposed to be approaching and making landfall much later tonight after dinner. Conditions should be pretty bad by dinner time here in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers. It's 7:30 in the morning now. On the way here, I almost thought I saw a bolt of lightning, but the weather at the moment is a steady breeze, no rain at the moment. The radar is very clear for the next hour or more. Humidity is pretty high as these winds are being sucked from the south, from the tropical regions. As you can see, I'm approaching one of my favorite little water features here. And speaking of water, water is still high, but it almost seems like there's been a little drying, maybe by the wind, certainly not by the sun. It's been cloudy all day yesterday. And the sky was sort of a pinkish hue for a little bit while the sun was rising at about 7:20. Storm forecast still bringing the storm in north of us. As far as the center goes, I was watching the storm surge forecast, and we are, where I live, we are actually in a zone where we could see over 3 feet of storm surge. I've never seen that on any hurricane, so that'll be interesting to see what kind of water we get as far as flooding goes. Wind and rain, of course, will likely be pretty bad, even with the storm coming in well north, hopefully. And I would not be too surprised if the projected path comes a little more southerly towards us too. Not out of the question. Okay, so have a little breakfast after I get home. Clear out the fridge, my eggs, stuff like that, and just kind of wait it out. Plans for work on Thursday night is still on the books. They have not, Roadhouse has not closed their Thursday night yet, but Romeo's is closed Wednesday and Thursday, attempting to open back up Friday. But we're talking if there's no curfew, if there's power, stuff like that. So yeah, this is just my lake scene that I love to be around. It's nice to be out today, getting the last little bit of exercise, a little bit of power walking. Tell by my breath here. More later. Bye. Well, it's very strange. I feel overwhelmed with fatigue. I was up very early this morning, about 4 o'clock, so I think I'll make my breakfast and take a little nap. I was going to get another lap in. You can see it's only been about 20 minutes since I started walking. Oh well. Here's the 11:20 a.m. Wednesday update. Thunder and lightning, no rain. It's a little bizarre. Very fast moving clouds, windy, humid, but earlier I thought I saw lightning when I was going to the park. Maybe there was lightning. There's definitely lightning and thunder now. I've never seen it do that without a lot of rain. It's weird.
This dangerous storm will be near Bonita Springs, North Naples, Lovers Key State Park, and San Carlos Park around 11:55 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Three Oaks around noon Eastern Daylight Time. The Village and Cypress Lake around 12:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Southwest Florida Airport around 12:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Tice, Whiskey Creek, Page Park, Estero, Page Field Airport, Gateway, Fort Myers Villas, and North Fort Myers. Take cover now. If your home is flooded, avoid flood waters. If possible, take shelter in an interior room. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Lee, Florida.
Well, we just had our first major squall come through. That was the tornado warning, and there's another one now. Don't know where this part of the storm is yet. But outside it's actually calm. That's why I'm not sure why there's another tornado warning. I went out and took a look, and there is looks like the roof is good, but there's definitely some standing water. There's definitely ponding happening on the road already, so I doubt I'll be able to get out of here Thursday for my job, but that'll have to be seen. In the meantime, watching American Pickers as they remember Frank Fritz. He died recently. Kind of a sad note to all this. Remembering Frank. God bless you. A little after 5 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, starting to get pretty good amount of red color on the radar, and the wind is gusting and then stopping, and the rain is pouring and then stopping. But it's going to be a interesting evening here. Good news is the center is definitely far enough north to not impact Fort Myers as bad. But a few minutes ago, literally before I turned on this camera, it was gusting. The rain was coming down a little bit. You can see it's picking up a little now. But that's the 5 p.m. About 6 o'clock now, and really starting to hear the windows rattle, and there are birds just going crazy here for some reason. But yeah, it's getting real windy now. Real windy. A little bit of rain. I think I'm safe from the rain for now, and that's good. But yeah, when the windows start getting sucked back and forth from the rain, look at the grass over there. The grass is getting torn up. So, one thing I don't want to see is my roof tiles on the ground here. I don't see any. That's the big thing. Looks like the lanai screen is good over there. I watch my lanai screen, stuff like that. But yeah, stuff's getting blown around, folks. It comes to hurricane. Well, first big power drop of the night. It's almost 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And we lost power for almost a full second. Everything is resetting. Not very encouraging. Don't want to lose power. Shouldn't have to, but the wind is pretty strong. Quick video here. It's 8 o'clock. Looks like the power is off. Power off. No major storms except for a ton of wind. I hear a lot of whistling out there, but something has gone wrong with the power grid for now. Battery, fan, and light, and radio now. This is conserving phone power. And power came back on pretty quickly, about a half an hour after it went off. Hopefully it'll stay on. Still got a ways to go. It's 9:15. It's been back on for about 45 minutes. So very happy. Hey everybody, today is Thursday the 10th of October 2024, and glad to say that I'm okay after Hurricane Milton came through Central Florida. Notice I say Central Florida, not Southwest Florida. Yes, we definitely dodged a bullet on that one. We did lose power overnight in the early evening hours for about 30 minutes, and then it came back on. That was an absolute miracle. So I'm very glad to know that it came back on and stayed on overnight, in spite of a lot of rattling windows from the wind and brief flickers of power here and there. One thing that did not come back or went out at some point was my cable TV and internet, so I will have to wait to upload this video for a little while. I spoke to people I know in the area here, and they're okay, including somebody up in Inverness, which is just barely north of where the center came through, and he said he's got some flooding, but things are okay for him. So Hurricane Milton was something I was anticipating to be a big problem. The way it was looking, even the fringe effects would have been pretty devastating here, but for some reason enough dry air got sucked into the storm that it took its punch away. It was an absolute miracle. So thank God for that. We did not have any damage to the home. The roof is good. The neighbor down next to me had a lanai screen down. That was literally the only damage I saw, nothing else. There was no flooding on my street, but I can't drive out yet until I can be sure that the traffic lights are working properly. Stay tuned for more good videos from me as we get through the remainder of hurricane season, which typically ends November 1st. For now, Groggy D out.